Hello, hello. All right. Figured I'd continue the Git recreation as I await for the release of Elden Ring DLC. So um, we get that done. And it's been a little while, at least for you, but not for me because I did actually record a video of a particular session to work um, on my Git clone, but that session turned into a debug session to kind of fix a couple of issues. And yeah, so we end up fixing a couple issues for that. And it was like testing and doing diffs and comparing Git patches and all that good stuff. So let's and comparison, kind of see where my stuff is broken. And then I decided in that session to actually go through and literally just simply copy and paste instead of retyping everything, because obviously I kept inputting errors. And in two places within that, I had somehow included like some line of code that wasn't even in the source here. So let's see. We have the adding of the ignore. So most of the changes, I had got it down to where they were just simply like small formatting differences, at least in my opinion. They didn't seem to be enough that would actually like warrant the code running differently, but apparently that has some type of impact after I change the major things, right? So most of the stuff was like shifting lines around or something like that. Removing the comment here because there wasn't anything in particular with this line, for example. Now, this assert is instance, I have no idea where that came from. So this was in two places within the code. That was, I don't know if it was causing issues. It never complained about it in particular. The Git initialization worked when running, but the other things like the cat file for commit hash or git log did not work. And I did all of this in a video, so we removed that. Again, some more just small changes. It was in the command init here as well. So yanking all of that out. And I tried to, once I got it down to where it was nothing but, you know, some formatting issues, things still would not run regarding cat file and log. So I created a patch file after literally copying and pasting all of this, created a patch file and effectively just like pasted in everything else from the original because it should all match, right? So did all of that, added new sections, and it works. It works. I can actually what was it? Okay. So if we copy that hash, actually it may not do the full it may not do the short hash. Let's see. So we're going to run py cat file commit, and then will it do the short? No. I swear, if I did all that work, had it working in that test before committing, pushing everything, and now it wait, what? Should I go back to bed? Okay. Let's see. There we go. I just had to. I don't believe it takes short commits. I know it's in there for short hash, but I don't think we actually do anything with it yet. So that's working. I could do a cat file, and we can also do a log command. Let's see. Py.log. Is there? There we go. So I do need to rename this, but we can do cat file and log output. And you can redirect this out. Let's see, in their particular command. Let's see, in our log, we can output this, to a dot file, and then you can run this on the dot file. But we already have the dot file, so open log.pf. Will that work? Yeah, there we go. And so again, we're doing a shortened or light version of the get log, and we're not writing the tree, but we can output it to a dot file, and then you can run a dot command to view the output, so either to PDF or PNG. So that's where we got that working last time, and let's go from there. Let's continue. Okay, and so this was log graphics, all of this here, and so let's continue on with continuing. Let's continue with continuing. That makes a whole lot of sense. We want ability to recommit history, added serializer. Let's see. Read commit history. Okay, so we can probably so this issue recommit history is effectively done. Let's see. Added serializer, fix formatting issues, and it's on this branch. So Okay. All right. Okay. No. All right. So, parser for commits and start commit log history. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm starting to add more things, using issues and stuff. Add parser for commits and start log for commit history. Adding, doing PRs. We're already doing PRs. Creating a branch for each section that I go through, and then adding protections for the main branch, right? Requiring a PR. I set that up to require PRs. We've already looked at this. Besides, it's only me obviously working in here, but still a good practice. Okay. Submit review. Oh, can I not? I thought I put myself in as an exception. Can I not? Review my own commit? How does this work? Oh, because I'm the author, can approve their own pull request. Okay. I mean, obviously that makes sense. So maybe I'll just rip out the requirements. Where is that at? Template default branch. Allows question merge rebasing. Auto merge, auto rebasing. Projects preserve. Where is that at in here? I thought it was in the main general. Default branch, features, wikis, issues. Projects, allow merge commits. I'm probably really disable branch protection rules. I was just about to comment that I'm probably really blind. So I shouldn't need to, or I shouldn't have to do that anymore. Oh well, I'm going to force it through anyway. So we have 6 and 7. Add ability to recommit data. And so we're just going to close this one out because we pushed it up with 6. going to close that issue, and then for this pull request, I am going to merge the pull request anyway. Oh, it's blocked. Yeah, merge without waiting for requirements to be met. Yes, sir. Confirm. And we're going to delete the branch. Okay. All right. So add ability to read commit data. All right, this is the issue. If I pin an issue, what does that do? So does it do anything on the main? Or we go to issues. Okay, yeah, it just shows. This is nice because then I can show the main one that I'm working on when I look at this. So add ability to read commit data is the next one that we're going to do. And okay. Okay. I didn't want I wanted. Okay. I want, wait. This is what I wanted. Okay. So let's get started and let's be a little bit more careful about writing. Let's see. We're on 7. Okay. Anatomy of a commit. You may have noticed a few things right now. First and foremost, we've been playing with commits, browsing and walking through commit objects, building a graph of commit history without ever touching a single file in the work tree or a blob. We've done a lot with commits without considering their contents. This is important. Work tree contents are just one part of a commit, but a commit is made of everything it holds. Its contents, its authors, also its parents. If you remember that the ID of a commit is computed from the whole commit object, you'll understand what it means that commits are immutable. If you change the author, the parent commit, or a single file, you've actually created a new different object. Each and every commit is bound to its place and its relationship to the whole repository up to the very first commit. To put it otherwise, a given commit ID not only identifies some file contents, but it also binds the commit to its whole history and to the whole repository. All right. Oh, I need to pause. I had an Elden Ring delivery. And we are back. All right. Okay, it's worth noting that from the point of view of a commit, time somehow runs backwards. We're used to considering the history of a project from its humble beginnings as an evening distraction, starting with a few lines of code, some initial commits, and progressing to its present state. But each commit is completely unaware of its future, It's only linked to the past. Commits have memory, but no premonition. So what makes a commit? A tree object, which we'll discuss now. That is the contents of a work tree, files, and directories. 0, one or more parent, an author identity, name and email, and a timestamp. A committer identity, name and email, and a timestamp. An optional PGP signature, a message. All this hashed together in a unique SHA-1 identifier. Because cryptocurrencies, it's a sequence of blocks tied together by cryptographic means in a way that guarantee that each single element is associated to the whole history of the structure. Don't take the comparison too seriously, though. We don't need Gitcoin, really. We don't. Okay. Reading commit data checkout. Commits hold a lot more than files and directories in a given state, but that doesn't make them really useful. It's probably time to start implementing tree objects as well. So we'll be able to check out commits into the work tree. A path, and a SHA-1. So these mean if it's been, added, deleted, modified, copied. That's what those codes are, I believe. Okay. If you have 5 levels of nested directories, even if 4 are empty, save the next directory, you're going to need 5 tree objects, recursively referring to one another. You cannot take the shortcut of putting a full path in a single tree entry like. Unlike tags and commits, tree objects are binary objects, but their format is actually quite simple. A tree is the concatenation of records of the format. Okay. Okay, so let's type this, and let's be careful when we type this. Get tree leaf. Now let's add our constructor. I am really tired because I was up super late. Excited about Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC releasing, so I was watching lots of different DLC reviews on YouTube, try not to spoil myself as well. And I was also listening to Ken and Friends on Amazon Prime, which was a live concert by Kendrick Lamar. He had lots of people on there. It was absolutely amazing. Amazing. One of the best live shows I've, quote unquote, live, because I wasn't in LA, but one of the best live shows that I've seen. The surprises from people popping out, the support of local artists. It was just fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, such a great show. And then checking out the reactions on there, seeing what people were doing on Twitter. And then the Elden Ring story trailer released. So I had to watch that, and get hyped. And so then I couldn't sleep. And I got up early today, expecting this, the Steam unlock time to be this morning, but the time for Steam was wrong. And then FromSoft updated with an actual release time for everyone. So I got 1 hour to go. And hopefully I can be back in the lands between, or the lands of shadow. So a little bit tired, just kind of hyped, excited, lots of good stuff going on. And even though I haven't had a video up, and I haven't got back to this, and we explained some of the stuff that I was doing in the beginning, still been keeping on with my boot dev training. Moving on from object-oriented programming to functional programming and learning polymorphism and all that good stuff. Though currently the sessions from boot dev on these topics are all about like creating a game, and I know the training, if you will, is kind of gamified, but for some reason I just really dislike it. Probably because I'm doing calculations of triangles and squares, and that just bores me. Wait, why that difference? I'm gonna do this still. So read the mode. Mode equals raw start. Okay. So for the length of mode, if the length of mode is equal to 5, there we go. If len mode equals 5, then we're going to normalize to 6 bytes. So mode equals B. Okay, so is there a difference? There shouldn't be a difference. What's bugging me is there flip between single quotes and double quotes. That's bugging me right now. Inspected and indented block def. Yes, this isn't indenting like it should be. X is not defined. That is fine. Wait, yeah, X is defined because all of this should be in the block. Okay, oh, it's because when I'm doing these comments. What? These inline comments aren't being nested, and it's not working if I try to do it via only when I edit. So okay, that's been messing me up. If so, yes, even this needs to be more. Okay, B plus mode, and then all right. So and okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, y equals raw find b x comma x. Oops. Okay, and then we want and read the path. Path equals raw x plus 1 read the SHA and convert. Okay. From Buttes. Okay. Okay, max Okay. All right, and so we did the tree parse, right? Same thing, we write the parse in two functions. First, a parser to extract a single record, which returns parse data and the position it reached in input data. Base name compare and tree C. Okay. Oh. I was like, why isn't it finding? I'm doing Control F. I forgot I enabled Vim mode here, so we oops, I didn't want to do that. Okay, there we go. Base name underscore compared. Compared. Wait, is that not in here? Base underscore name underscore compared. Or compare. Base underscore name underscore compare. There we go. 99. Okay. So to integer, what is this saying? Order function is quite simple with an unexpected twist. Entry sort of a name alphabetically, but directories, that is tree entries, are sorted with a final slash added. It matters because it means that if whatever names a regular file, it will sort before whatever.c. But if whatever is a directory, it will sort after as whatever slash. So let me hop into get source as if I can read C. Um, so base name compare. Do they have? Is there anything above this? No. So okay. So we have this, our base name compare. Character name. Integer model. Unsigned character. Size. Okay. I don't even know what this does. Like, what does that do? Okay. Compares in bytes of S1 and S2. Okay. Oh, so they put a df name compare. So is that but df name compares identical base name, except it compares conflicting directory file entries as equal. Note that while a directory name compares as equal to a regular file, they then individually compare differently to a file name that has a dot after the base name because that want to traverse the get namespace but then handle conflicting entries, right? And so this is their documentation tag, right? For this, they put that you can hover and read, but no such functions for comparing path names. Compares path names, but nothing there. Okay. And then we do name compares. Someday I will get to see and learn how to write it. I learned a little about header files, but I still don't get them. I'm just blazed. I think I like skimmed a document about what header files were. I was always curious every time I like looked at the source code. I just never really specifically looked at it. I thought it was for defining stuff or something, but then they always like look like separate, just because then I would look at the C and I'm like, well, what does the header do? So what's the int read tree at def int read tree at struct repository. Read tree, wait. Int read tree at, okay. So what? Like what's the, you know, we're not even supposed to be trying to figure out what C is. So I'm gonna minimize you and I'm gonna keep it moving. I just wanted to look at this. So I don't feel like writing on this. I know we said we wanted to write everything, but I'm going to cheat. But I will write this key leaf def tree leaf sort key. So if leaf.mode.starts with, all right, let's take a break and move around. We are back from the little break. Okay. Starts with then serializer itself. This one is very simple. We sort the items using our newly created function as a transformer, then write them in order. So for the record, not only am I'm doing simultaneous things, I am trying to put into practice and understand these concepts. My brain is backwards. I get things mixed up a lot, so it takes a little bit more for it to settle. But doing stuff like this is nice because it introduced me to things and just retyping. And then of course I get to debug as much as I can, right? When I mess something up, looking at the error output, figuring out, okay, what did I mistype? What is this error? Blah, 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 right? And then going through the standalone boot dev training, right? They introduce you to exercises and do short explanations on something sometimes, and you write it and print it out, right? You figure it out. You can, build enough whatever to look at the solution or ask the bot for questions. And, sometimes I do that. And I'm working through those with a buddy as well. And so that practice is good. And then I also have separate projects that I kind of started to write from scratch, like a Pomodoro timer, so that I can put in the window here and just have it run. So just kind of doing it from scratch to further help reinforce and reading reading through a book, Python for Everybody, just reading through that and looking at documentation stuff. So trying to make sure that I don't just do those exercises and call it quits, right? That I am actually putting into practice the work, right? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do so that may have been too many, but well, that I'm actually putting into practice it in a multitude of ways. Because practice is best, right? You gotta make sure you're soaking it up. You gotta put it into practice. That's how you learn, and not just be stuck doing the exercises and then just call it, okay, I did that exercise and that's it, like, nah. We need some personal projects, and then we need projects like this to help me get exposed to other things. Just kind of read through the code as I'm working it to see how it works. SHA plus equals B. Is that OO or XOO? Okay. I think it's meant to be that, yes. So, wait. I wasn't even in the, geez. Ret sha.to underscore bytes, bytes 20 comma byte order equal big. And then we're going to return ret. Okay. And this is what again is serialized. We sort the items using our newly created function as a trend, then write them in order. Okay. So for I in object items, right? For each one of those, we set ret and then we add to it. So I.mode, we're adding. Well, you're not adding here, but you're then adding that. So, and then we're returning that. And now we have to combine all that into a class. Class KD deserialize self data. Oh, that was nice. Though I don't want it to return that. So def deserialize self data. Then I won't then I want to say self.items tree parse data. And then we go to a new method, def serialize self repo, and then we do a return tree. Okay, and then def init self and self.items equals list. Alright, oops. Method deserialize overrides class. That's fine. Deserialize repos not. That's fine. Tree serialize is not. Okay. Tree serialize is defined. It's a function. Expected name parameter. Sys comma, let's see, ret plus sha.to underscore bytes 20 comma sys. Wait. Yep, I need to be careful. Okay. Because I probably hit enter when I saw bytes order, but I didn't see the prefix of that. Okay. Alright, so that looks good. Format be tree, def deserialize self data. Self.items equals tree parse data. Okay, so wait, why? Oh, yep. See again, gotta be careful. It's just self. Return tree serialize self. So we're returning that function. Tree. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's see. Man. Serialize. Okay. deserialize, tree serialize. Is that right? Tree leaf sort key. Tree serialize. Object to items. Then we have deserialize. Do we have deserialize? Let's see. So we have deserialize data if self.c deserialize. And then we have this definition here of deserialize. See, I don't like this. Okay. Why is there a whole gap here? Okay. Alright. Okay. So we just did get tree object class, get tree class. So showing trees in ls tree. Okay, think about, yeah. Okay, so wait, what? Okay. All right. argsp arg sub parsers dot add parser. Okay. Okay. I was I was glancing over actually to see if I had defined ls tree, but we were going to define that function next. am I doing? Mm. Okay. Mm. Break time. Okay. Mm. Okay. I am going to call that quits and go get something to eat. Next time we'll resume on the checkout command. So, that's all that we added. Oops. Let's see. This is for what issue? 7? And then we did what? Okay. You can say added parse and show trees. And I'm going to keep this all, I'm not going to push any of this up because I want to squash all of these commits for everything and send one up. I'm still iffy, for the PRs. I've been generating merge commits. So I haven't made the decision if I want to, rebase those, squash them, or squash but at least for now, for the branches, I decided that for each branch, I at least just want them all associated to a single commit. So I'm not going to push it up yet. It's good practice not to rebase or do anything to commits you've already pushed. So I'm just going to keep that. All right, that we'll call it quits there. That's all we did today, which is good. So getting all of this in, and we'll catch you next time. All right.